And Polight came in visually. He wasn't on the phone. He came in the live, gave this nigga Tommy Sotomayor your info, and then Tommy Sotomayor started dogging you. And then what Polight did was, Polight, look at everybody in the comments saying they seen it. I ain't making this shit up. Polight gave Tommy Sotomayor your info to dog you, right? And then when Tommy Sotomayor started dogging you, what Polight did was he acted like he was messing with you, and then you went to Music Soul Child. Because what Tommy Sotomayor was doing was acting like you went from Polight to music. And so Polight was on there acting like, well, you know, he was basically feeding into that narrative. And he's the one who gave Tommy Sotomayor your info. And if I'm listening, if I'm lying, I'm flying. You can see everybody in the chat said they said we all watched that shit live. That's why we all, because I thought, remember I told you, I thought you used to fuck with Polight because he fed into that. But when he came in there on Tommy Sotomayor, that's when I was like, damn, because I remember you were saying you wasn't never his wife. But when he did that, that's when I was like, well, she must be punk baking because that nigga just, you know, basically acted like she was his wife and she just went and started messing with music. So Polight snake bitch ass fed you to Tommy Sotomayor. So I don't even know.
Okay, well, check this out. This is really interesting. So I never saw that live because I didn't follow none of them. I don't even, like I said, he was my first time introduced into this community, right? Where everybody gets on, they lecture and they debate. And keep in mind, I thought it was so weird. I used to tell him when I first used to go over there, I'm like, why do you always get on live with that Sonetta guy and fight? I'm like, and then I was like, that's weird. I was like, if you guys aren't friends, then why do you get on there? Next thing you know, they always be on the phone talking. They always on the phone talking. They plan to get on live together and fake argue. I'm like, what? Like, this is so weird. I remember that. I was like, whatever, that's his channel. That's what they do, I guess. But like I said, I never had any.
Yeah, they stage arguments and they stage debates. That's right.
Yeah.
I've been said that shit. But
And I thought that was weird. I was like, but either way, I guess that's what they do. And I keep in mind, I never had any emotional investment or anything like that in his stuff. I was just like, okay, that's him. Like, I date. That's not my boyfriend. They can do whatever he wants to do with his YouTube. I just talk about breastfeeding. That's okay with me. So, anyway, so May 16th, 2017. So you guys are frozen on my side, just so you know. So he sent me a text message that says, I sent this on Tuesday, May 2nd, 2017 to Tommy Sotomayor. For some reason, you insist on warring with me. I don't condone this chaos. I just let you talk reckless about me and deal with it like a pro in public. Keep in mind, I wasn't even talking bad about him. I hadn't even received my PayPal scandal yet. I did say, I was like, I don't know why Polight just won't say I wasn't one of his wives, but I guess he doesn't really have to. It's whatever. Because everybody on my end knew that I wasn't his wife. Every day I used to go home, lay up in my bed, talk on Instagram, talk on live, get on Facebook. Like, that was it. So anyways, he sent me screenshots. I have the screenshots. I should try to send it to you. Where he's talking to Tommy Sotomayor. I have his phone number and everything here. And he writes to allegedly Tommy Sotomayor. This is it. And the video you posted was slanderous. Ashley is not my wife. We were close and decided to go our way. So to misinform people in your title is very deceitful and disrespectful. However, I understand your attention and hatred for me. To call her my wife and say she is pregnant by another man is extremely disrespectful. However, I understand the hatred you must have for me is thick. I would like for you to talk to me about your issue with me when you are free so I can understand why the necessity.
See, now that he's a snake ass nigga. Because
that's
I wouldn't be.
And then she wrote, I thought she was your wife. It was presented to me that she used to be one of your wives. I spoke on it like I speak on everything else and how it's messed up that she would do this. She saw the video as well and didn't think I was being a dick. He said, it's all good, my brother. Thank you for the clarity. We went our way, void of any scandal, my brother. That's all.
See, I'm going to try to pull this shit up. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can find it. If it don't come up, Brother Polight's ex-wife gets dumped by Music Soul Child. Here it go right here.
Yeah, I saw.
Now it's it's one where Polight came on the motherfucker. Like he came on it. Let me see if this it. See, I ain't got time. I wish I would have knew we was going here. I would have put it up because
I'm about to send you these screenshots right now.
Yeah, send me those because I'm gonna do my research and double back on him and chop his fucking head off because he's a hoe. Because he telling you one thing, acting like he on your side. But I remember, watch this. Don't lie. Don't nobody lie. But if you was honestly in the goddamn stream that day when Polight came on live and gave Tommy Sotomayor misright info for Tommy Sotomayor to pull her up on his live stream and try to go to work on her, press 1. Press 1. If you didn't see it, don't press 1. But if you really seen it, press 1. Press 1. Because I need somebody to send me that video now because she going to give me these receipts either, you know, probably after this stream, and I'm going to double back with that.
No.
Look at that.
You're going to get him right now.
All right. Like the nigga came on there. I would never forget. I would never forget. Because I remember I was like, look at this bitch ass nigga right here. But, you know, he's definitely a dank head. He's a dank head. He's a dank head.
I can't remind you about the app.
He's a dank head.
Hold on. So let me do this right now. There, you have them. Okay. So, he said, here is his response on May 2nd, Tuesday. This is all before I heard anything you said negative about me. I called him to suggest that he talk to you directly or invite you simply to keep up with what you say because I'm not at liberty to talk about which I do. I said, so then around that time, that's when PayPal came up. And I didn't respond to his text messages because I didn't give a fuck what he was talking about. And then I responded on May 18th to him. I was like, just so you're aware, the person who you had pay me my money for the speaking engagement at Long Beach with you just
Hold on. Got his ass. Wait a minute. See, I don't look. That's him right there in the comments. This is you. This is Tommy. And that's Polight right there. Look.
Oh, so let's talk about this. This is a really good event. So go back to this event. This picture that they're showing of me and Polight.
Right.
That picture. So that picture, he had a lecture in New York. This was at the time of, I think Sabi's death. I went to that lecture and then I left. Uh-oh, why am I flipped? Uh-oh, my phone's frozen. Hold on.
No, you all right.
Okay, here we go. So I went to that lecture, and then I left early.
Look. Here go your shit right here. Now, I'm going to rewind it. I'm going to rewind it because I'm skipping through right now, but I'm going to find it because Polight gave the nigga your info. I just showed you Polight in the chat. So he can't say, oh, that ain't, nigga, that was your YouTube, nigga. And so I specifically remember this live stream. But you could keep it kicking, but I just wanted to show you that I don't be making shit up. You know what I'm saying? I don't make up nothing. But I'm gonna let you, keep it pushing, and you can break down that event and speaking on that. If you want me to flip it back, I'll flip it back to you with that picture.
No, anything that event I was there, and I met some really cool people, and I remember, and I wasn't his wife, and I didn't pretend to be his wife. But I came and helped out. He was nice to me. I did, I hung out with the family. I was just there with the family. And then I didn't stay the whole way. I left. They watched Shannon for me because I went to a party. I went to a party, which was a party of the boy who I was hanging out with, the young boy who I was hanging out with. I went to his party. And then I went and picked up Shannon was over, and then I went to my own hotel.
Right.
And then after that, and then I had a car service that took me back to the airplane. But you would only know that if you followed me. You know what I'm saying? People who followed me saw me. I was putting on my Insta stories and Snapchat and stuff like that. So, yeah, and then we had a nice little hotel, and that was not with them. It was completely separate. They were on a whole nother side of town, and etc. Anyway, so I then told him, and he was like, so I was like, just so you're aware, the person who had paid me my money for the speaking engagement at Long Beach with you just requested a full refund via PayPal. He said, that is crazy as hell. Under what pretense? Can you forward me the transaction? I will handle it for you, though. Sorry about that. I have no idea what that is about. What was the dollar amount? I showed him, I said $1,500. I sent the message with the lady's email. That on the 19th, I wrote him again. I said, whoever you notified and responsible to pay me for my speech is claiming it's a scam and a fraud, and PayPal has put my money on hold. Not cool. He wrote, I knew nothing about this, especially so late from the date to do this. I'm going to get on it today. I said, claim was filed yesterday. As soon as I text you and I responded, and this individual has escalated the dispute. He said, what the fuck? I know that you need your account, especially at this point. Please allow me to see what's going on today. May 9th, later on that day, nothing. Any update on why this person is asking for my honorarium back? He said, awaiting response dealing with today. I said, I suggest you be hasty because this is looking as it may turn into a civil suit. I saw your call currently in the car. He said, please forward bank data for deposit. If I cannot get this action overturned by Tuesday, I will deposit the full amount or send monies the way you desire early AM on Wednesday. Confirm? Can you at least send the case number because PayPal rep said they don't conduct disputes exceeding 3 months. Can you also confirm information where you wish for me to send the funds as well? I said, PayPal allows disputes for up to 180 days. And why would you be calling PayPal regarding my account when you don't have access to it? Who was the person that paid my speaker fee? Shouldn't you be contacting them?
Exactly.
And he didn't respond. I said, I'm assuming by the lack of, this is then 3 days later. I said, I'm assuming by the lack of follow-up that you have not contacted the person who you told me would pay for my speaker's fee, especially since the case has continued to escalate. He said, it is, so then he writes this fucking dumbass response. It is very clear that since you came back to LA, you have been campaigning against me. Your response to me was very contentious as I simply asked for data to better be able to help me gain clarity in the matter. All you have to do is read my last message. Video after video is being done, yet no response to what I asked for. I understand you must be going through a lot. It is not my intention to get into anything contentious with you or inflammate an already bad situation. I have no problem giving you my full support in the matter. I just asked for the confirmation. Nonetheless, I'm going to help you anyway. It would help me if you would just have met me some way. I said, I gave you information you provided, which was the email of the person you told me to request my honorarium from. I even asked you, who is this person? You said you would handle in a day. You did not. If you are saying for me to simply refund her because you're going to cut me a check, then you can do that. My name is Ashley Wright, and you can let me know when to pick it up. The fact that I'm having an investigation regarding you in this transaction 5 months later, even after having to follow up with you for a month after the event to get paid with multiple reasons and lies, including one that you said you sent a transfer to my account from yours, which wasn't true, amongst others, which then led you to instructing me to request from this individual, is ridiculous. I have the receipts. I'll send it to you.
Come on.
Thank you for the response. To avoid argument, I will follow through per my previous correspondence. It is already written. Thank you in advance. Looking forward to moving forward without contention. Wishing the best. He then says, I will knock this out for you without having any delay with any additional chaos per communication. This is untimely for us both. All I need to do is make sure you are not hindered on your end. I said, you can cut me a check or give me a MoneyGram. The last time you said you were going to do a bank transfer, you did not. He said, agreed. And then I said, when can I come pick up this check or money order? Or did you want a Western Union, which is applicable online and you can pick it up at a Western Union location? I said, being that I have till the 24th to respond accordingly. No answer. And the next day, no answer. The next day, I said, with it being Tuesday and the last day for me to respond to these allegations of fraud and scam, do you plan on sending me the money or having me pick up a check today? He then writes, the next day, I will cut you a check to help remedy this problem you are having and still open to support if ever you are overwhelmed and shorthanded. This has gone entirely too far. Please leave my children out of this and my family.
Hold on, Queen. Instagram talking about is hanging up on me in a minute. I gotta end the live and start back, but I'm about to save this live right now.
Okay, do that.
All right, y'all. We coming right back in. Come right back. All right, we right back. We right back. Part 2. We right back. Part 2. Let's go. We right back. Let's get it. Okay. Let me wait. Excuse me. Let me wait for her to come back up in here. We right back in the building. We right back. It's definitely scandalous. Okay, let me find her. All right, y'all let me know when she back in the building. Y'all let me know when she back. Okay, she back. Let's go. Let's go. She coming right back. I'm over here doing my own little thing. All right. When you ready for me to pull you back in, let me know.
I had to switch my device.
No, you got right.
Because we're low on battery. Okay, so he goes, this has gone too far. Please leave my children out of this and my family. We do not contribute to any degrading, defaming messages about you, nor do we intend to. We all go through things and oftentimes at the same time. This is too far. These brothers spoke of publicly having sex with my youngest daughter. I work very hard to refrain from becoming the person that acts in haste. I have subdued my passion to castigate or chastise anyone that attacks my family because I understand the era we are in social media wise. My family is my life. They are my reason for breathing. I immediately responded, let me know what Western Union location to pick it up at. He does nothing. I said, no one has ever spoken ill of your family, nor you. This does not negate the fact that I approached you immediately about this PayPal investigation and my funds being held up. That which you stated you would send. That which you have yet to do to rectify and eliminate this issue. As I mentioned before, it's ridiculous. Back in November, it was ridiculous. To be told that I scammed this woman using investment property in association with you is not something I take lightly. He said, you will have it tomorrow at the latest if I'm not back in time. As for the things being said and done, hopefully when this matter is rectified, it can be addressed under better terms for clarity's sake. So he then writes, Ashley, I would much rather do a cashier's check. So he did a cashier's check. He then deposited into my account. And that's how, and then I got that money back. See? And I said, I pray we never have to run into any financial issues again. And it is my prayer for the both of us that any scandals of any kind cease, right? So this is where it gets even better. While I was getting that PayPal thing and I started talking about it, the brothers who were in charge of the Cal State University Long Beach BSU contacted me. Come to find out, Polight had taken almost $9,000. He requested $10,000 from them. He took $9,000 and they were reaching out to me for help. I said, listen, I told them. Please repeat for us. Who contacted you? The brothers who, at the time, the acting president of BSU, okay. Black Student Union at Cal State Long Beach. The people I had done the lecture for. Right? So they contacted me. They was like, sister, we have all this money we're missing. Can you please help us get it? And I told them, I said, y'all, it took me forever just to get the money from y'all. They said, what are you talking about? I said, the $1,500 that y'all was supposed to give me upon my lecture, I said, y'all didn't give me my money. They said, wait a minute, sister. They said, we were told you were there to lecture for free. And that you were coming to just speak with police. I said, excuse me? They said, yes. They said, we had plenty of money. We get a really big budget each year. That's why we were able to give Polight the hotel over there by the water, car service, all these things. He's like, we get a really big budget for that. I said, are you shitting me? I said, he kept telling me, y'all didn't have my money. You had to keep running through administration for that. He's like, yeah, we have to go through administration. He's like, but they pay very quickly and upfront as soon as we send the invoice. I said, I was supposed to get $200 from y'all. He said, we never gave y'all. He said, we didn't even know. He said, Polight told us you was there for free. I don't understand what you're talking about. So this motherfucker, this Kermit the Frog, Franklin the Turtle looking motherfucker, then told them that you gonna do the joint, that you gonna do the event for free and swindled you out your bread and had you thinking that these people finna pay you. Yes. So what happened is, what we had come to the understanding was he wanted $10,000. They didn't have it. He said, he said, we were down. He's like, interesting. We were down 1,500. He said, we were down 1,500. And he's like, but keep in mind, this money wasn't coming out of the BSU budget for his speaking engagements. He had told all these young college kids, and this is where it got me really upset. He had told all these young college kids that if they got together and they gave him $10,000, that he would be able to flip their money in 30 days and bring him back like 50K plus or something like that. So these kids, they went to their parents. They asked their grandparents for money. They worked so hard. They was like, "It's Brother Polight, blah, blah, blah. We got this." They took their family's last and was out of that money almost a whole year before and they could not get their money back. I just followed up with the brothers. I said, "Did you guys ever get your money back?" They was like, "Yeah, we ended up getting it back." I said, "Did you guys ever get your return on investment? How you were supposed to get more money?" He was like, "No, then he only gave us back what we loaned him initially."
That's a dirty bitch.
Split that. And he said, and the guy was calling me because he was crying. He's like, "Our parents can't even pay their mortgage," because he said we were going to get that back in 30 days. He said, "We gave them our last." He's like, "Our parents are on our heads right now." Young, bright college kids at CISA.
Come on.
From them. And told me that, "But y'all need to say something. Y'all need to do something. What are you guys doing?" And they said, "Yeah, we're trying to work on that." So then he was talking to me. So he kept on. He's like, "We're going to call Polight again. We're going to
hold on. Your signal. Hold on, your signal. I don't know if it's your Wi-Fi or what, but you was going in and out. Okay, I think you're straight now.
Okay, where did I leave off at?
You told them that they need to do something.
Oh, I said, "You guys need to do something." He said, "Well, we're going to call him back again. We're going to call him back again." So finally they spoke to him again. He said, and he told me, he said, "When we brought you up, they were shook." His whole tone changed. He's like, "Well, I talked to Miss Wright." And he was like, What? He said, then all of a sudden Omninet was in the background. He's like, and they were trying to like drag you for now being single. Like that, why would you trust her? You don't even know her. She doesn't know what she's talking about, lies, etc.
Hold on.
He was like,
"What?"
Right. And he's like, "But I already know that that's not true.
We on
I already
Wi-Fi
know this
right
nigga's
now?
been lying to us for months."
Okay, listen. You know it's getting freaky. Just jump, jump out and jump back in. That's what I was about to say. I don't know somebody playing with our little broadcast or what, but I'm gonna just bring her back because it's acting real spooky right now for no reason. It's acting spooky for no reason. Okay. Okay, we should be straight now. This some grimy shit. But I've been said this. That's why I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. We just waiting for your audio to...
There you go. Okay, we're good.
Perfect.
Okay, so the brother talks to me and he's just like, "Well, I'm gonna call him again. I'm gonna call him." He's like, "We've been calling. He's been ignoring us. He's gonna keep saying, oh," he's like, "I need more time. Oh, what happened was y'all gave me the money late." Like all types of bullshit that they were telling these kids. And this is even after I'm telling them about how they were supposed to give me money. And they were like, "That's absolutely not true." Like they were blown. Two of them called me and was like, "I can't believe he did that to you. That's not true." So he ends up talking to Brother Polight again, finally get him on the phone. He's like, "Well, we spoke with Ashley." He said him and Omninet tried to drag me while on the phone. He said their whole tone changed. Like he told me that they were shook because at the time, like people think that I use Polight for an audience, but my following on Instagram was far larger than Polight's was, and still is.
Right.
I didn't need him for clout. I didn't need him to be popular. I had already had multiple viral videos. I had been featured on the news and talk shows. Like I did not need Polight. I wasn't even interested in that type of setting. I was all about maternal care and talking about parenting. So it was really weird when everybody kept saying like, "Oh, you use Polight." I'm like, yeah, your small-minded self would think that because you've been over there. But like I appear to a whole broader audience over here. Like I don't even know what you're talking about.
Correct.
So, so yeah, that was that. Like, matter of fact, let's just dead this whole like music thing, because I have that too. Hitting up Polight and saying, "Hey, do you want to meet music today? I can show you guys that right now."
Yeah, we can. Yeah, that's right. Let's put it on the wax, because we're gonna clear up all the little misconceptions y'all might have today. We're gonna clear it all up. Because that was one of the
dumbest things. I'm like, what? Oh, I don't have it on here.
It's all right. Just get the receipts to me, because you know I'm gonna do a drive-by.
Hold on. Here goes December flights. That's December. No.
Niggas out here scamming every motherfucking. This nigga really get under my soul, because he robbing us. And then be on here talking about the white man. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, bitch. You out here taking motherfuckers' last, stealing from college kids. They already in thousands of dollars of debt for the tuition they trying to pay to get a.
I have a very close friend that I introduced him to, because people like myself were always intrigued about like meeting him, because he was a lecturer. He was popular for his knowledge, right? So I brought a close friend who also is extremely well in the industry, and he went over there and they met, right? The brother told me recently, this is even before I was talking to you, Pharaoh, about me coming over here, and we were hanging out in Philly. And the brother told me, he was like, you know, it's really crazy about all that Polight shit with you guys. He was like, you know, that nigga asked to borrow some money for some PayPal thing. I said, really? He said, yeah. And he's like, and it wasn't a lot. He's like, but I wasn't going to give it to him. He said it was $50. He's like, $50 or $150. I said, why did he ask you for that? He said, I don't know. He's like, but when he did, I just remember being like, nah, I ain't got it.
Come on.
Like, so, and this is a very close friend of mine. I was like, nah, I wish you would have called and told me that shit. So, no, and it was so weird, because when I used to tell my story, like, about this PayPal thing, I was like, I don't know why he doesn't ship books. He does all the books at home, and he used to talk about, like, oh, they come from Ohio or whatever. And I was like, okay, he has all the books, but where do they go? Like, because why are people always asking for their stuff, and it's right here, you're not going to send it to them? And I couldn't understand how he always talked about him owning a bunch of real estate property, but no one ever talked about, like, oh, this is going down with my house right now, or I need to manage my house this, or I need to deal with that with my house. Nobody ever talked like that. Like, none of them did. And then when it came down to like them being completely vegan, Raette eats fish. I used to eat salmon with her all the time because she would make it and it was good. And she worked at Veggie Grill, and I didn't understand why she worked at Veggie Grill, or why they weren't supposed to keep it a secret. And then I remember asking, because I was like, oh, where's Raette? When I would go over there, she's like, oh, she's at work. I said, work where? She's like, oh, she's at Veggie Grill. I was like, oh, she worked there? She's like, oh, I don't think I'm supposed to tell you that.
Come on.
And she said that to me.
Come on. And let me jump in real quick for 5 minutes. For 5 seconds. Because if y'all don't know who Raette is, okay, I had to get the receipts. Let me get the receipts and show y'all who Raette is. Okay? Because this the same one who said she met Polight when she was 16 and years old. Now, mind you, okay, she only in her 20s now. Polight pushing 40, which means when Polight started talking to her, he was either in his early 30s or mid to late 20s, okay? So, and I'm saying this because he was just on Nature Boy case, because I've been exposing Nature Boy, and these niggas been clout chasing, and they call themselves trying to say something to Nature Boy now. And he trying to talk about Nature Boy, talking about molestation with his son. Nigga, what about molestation with you and your so-called second wife? So I'm going to just flip the screen so y'all can know who was serving at Veggie Grill, okay? This is who was giving motherfuckers Buffalo Bombers and shit, all right? And I'm very familiar with Buffalo Bombers, because that's one of my favorite motherfucking meals at Veggie Grill. But let's go to it. Because if you go to this interview right here, okay, polygamist on sex with his 4 wives, okay, If you go to 3 minutes and 30, I'm going to back up just a little bit. Hold on. Let me come back. I'm going to come right here. Listen.
That's right.
Initially, like we don't learn this in school.
Right. And so, what was your first impression, your first thought?
What was your first impression, first thought? Listen.
The first thought I actually had was, I was just like, does she know?
Okay. Now, he asked her, what was your first thought when Polight approached you about polygamy? Now, listen to how old she said she was.
That was my first thought. It was natural because when I started coming, I was really young. So
when I started coming, I was really young. Now, listen.
I actually
How old were you?
How old were you?
I was like 17.
Okay. Listen.
I was 16, 17.
I was 16, 17. And my mother used to go to the bookstore. She went with her mother, and this nigga hollered at the daughter.
And so I seen them two together, and I was just like really happy for them. She was
all right, we don't need to hear the rest of your motherfucking story. But I'm gonna pass it back to you. But I just wanted people to know that she say she met the nigga when she was 16 at a bookstore with her mother. So this nigga skipped the mother and went right to the daughter. What a creep ass bitch. Okay? And then you on here pump faking like you balling, and motherfuckers is working at Veggie Grill. Now, I'm going to say this again. It don't matter if you got a job. If I ever got broke, I will work a job. I'm humble, okay? But the point is, why you on the internet acting like you flossing and bossing, and you not? You in a 2-bedroom shack. Your daughter damn near sleeping on a fucking couch, okay? And one of your wives is working at motherfucking Veggie Grill. And so your whole lifestyle is a fallacy. But let's keep it more. I'm gonna kick it back to you.
Yeah. So and I really truly adore the wives. So I was like, let's go to the movies because I love to be out and about all the time with the kids. Like I like to take them places and I like to do things with like my aunt. I was like, well, have you guys ever taken her to a pumpkin patch? Or, and they were like, no. And so she got to experience a lot of like, crunchy, fun, like outings with me as like what moms like me do, and then
right.
When we're not like, we don't sit and just lecture on the computer all day or try to figure out how to keep up scams, like that's not what we do. So, yeah. So, and it was really like, I remember after finally getting wind of like all his shit and being like, I remember being so disgusted with his wives because I thought that they were my friends and that they really cared about me and my girls. And interesting enough, Polight would still send me a message that says like, oh, if you ever need anything, we're here for you. And I was just like, you're sick. I remember just thinking like, you're so sick. And I remember when, like at the time people were telling me, like the ones who were close to me, where I was like, oh, none of this makes sense. And this doesn't make sense. I remember the first time he tried, like it was like 3-4 o'clock in the morning and he was trying to get me to come outside because he had the white Rolls Royce or Bentley at the time. All of a sudden he just, and I already knew, I was like, oh, finally, here comes that mysterious white Rolls Royce. And of course he would come all the way in the valley at 4 o'clock in the morning because he needs to make me believe that he really owns one. Like, and I never really cared. It was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And that was the time where we took the picture because everybody's like, oh, these pictures, like, where are you with these pictures? And I'm like, well, yeah, he would sit there and be like, hey, let's do this really quick and let's do that. And at the time I didn't mind because he was, in my mind, he was supporting me. He was supporting building my brand. He was supporting the lectures. So it was like, oh, let's do a picture really quick. He's like, I just did that kente kini. He's like, put the kente kini on and let's do like one of those pictures where we're doing it from the car. And at the time I was like, oh yeah, people do pictures all the time like this. It's not something that, oh, we go together. And he didn't make it seem like we go together. He never at any point in time called me his wife, which is why I don't understand why everybody keeps saying, oh, that was his wife. He never called me his wife. In none of his videos, when he says my wives, he specifically says Antoinette and Riette. He never mentions ever. So I always thought it was weird that everybody kept thinking that. Now I do understand the clickbait title and just because we take pictures together, but everybody else knows that. I remember the first time people were saying like, oh, that's his wife. And I was like, what? Like how they say that? And he was like, oh, and he told me specifically, he's like, don't spend your time. He said, don't spend your time trying to respond to all those messages, like trying to respond to that one in particular. It's a waste of time. He said they do that with everyone that I. And I was like, oh, okay. And it made sense because, the polygamist. So people like to think, oh, if you're polygamous, you have multiple wives, every other woman you're with, that's your wife. So I didn't waste the energy because people on my timeline, me and him did a live on my Facebook, and people asked on my live if I was his wife, and I said no. It's on my Live Right Way Facebook. And in there, like, people were commenting, like, oh, I thought it was wife. Well, we just want to talk to his wife because you are so interested in talking about polygamy. So I was like, we'll create a separate one just for the wives so you guys can ask the wives a whole bunch of questions. So, yeah, it was never, people who followed me never thought that, that is a fan. Who got a fan? Is that Pharaoh?
That was me. Listen, I'm making sure don't shit go wrong. I apologize, y'all. I got this motherfucker over here on turbo.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, like, no, but everybody who followed me, my Snapchat, now we can't hear shit.
You can't hear
Now
me?
we can hear. I was like, oh,
Okay.
you put us on mute for a second. I said, yeah, so everyone would come over, like, on my channel, they would see me on Snapchat every day, they would see me at home every night, they would see me talking about my life, they would see me talking about me being single, they would see me talking about this one guy that I like. I always talk about some guy that I like. And then when I was dating music, if you follow my timeline, everybody saw me, like, traveling all the time. And that was because I was going to see my child's father. I was, like, always at his concerts and shows. But if you were following only Polight, you just assumed that I was his wife. But
Correct.
As soon as the PayPal scandal went on, and I didn't feel the need to address Tommy Sotomayor because that was like, I felt like, oh, niggas is just making stuff up. That's their thing over there. But it didn't affect anything over here because I had a bigger audience and I didn't feel like they were worth my platform.
Right.
Like,
And he
they
was
were
being
not worth my platform.
He was being a fucking parasite. And that's what weirdos do. But I want to ask you this because my phone is sadly on.
Yeah, let's ask all the questions. Let's go.
Right.
Shoot.
Well, I'm at the, get to some personal questions first. Then I'm gonna run down here. And I want to throw this out there too because, and this is just me personally shooting bazookas. I want everybody to know I did a video on my channel. I'm gonna tell y'all the title of it. Go watch it. It's called Young Pharaoh Brother Polight allegedly had a minor run away with him, and his youngest daughter, Renatet, is not really his daughter. If you go watch that video, according to the evidence presented in that video, Renatet belonged to another woman that Polight allegedly was dating. That's her daughter. And according to Polight's right-hand man, Polight had, inappropriate interactions with this girl.
No, you have to backtrack, Pharaoh.
Go ahead.
Renatet's mom allegedly was his wife, or is
Correct.
his wife, that chose to stay in Ohio, and they have, like, another child there, allegedly. At no point in time when I was with him did he ever go see this other child, this other little sibling, or anything like that. But allegedly, she chose to stay over there. That wife chose to stay over there because she didn't want to be here, but they were still married.
Right. And that's spooky because he talking about something, him and Aminette been together for 19 years, which I don't believe that. But even if that's true, it's funny how he left that out. But anyway, the way his right-hand man made it seem is that there was an inappropriate relationship going on. And so I just want to ask you, from you being around him personally, did him and Renatet, aka his fake-ass daughter, okay, from your opinion, would you say that their relationship seemed a little bit unnatural?
I did. My own personal opinion, from what I saw, I felt like they had a very, I would almost sometimes feel like it was odd. It was very awkward. It almost did look as if they were having very much a not father and daughter relationship. Like they were trying to hide something. But that was, when I first thought that, I remember checking myself. I'm like, well, maybe that's just how they get down. Because she's like, oh, she's always like to sit in her dad's lap all the time. Always like to sit in his lap and be like, oh, I love you. And they just like to kiss each other on the cheeks all the time. But that just, I was like, maybe that's another level of healthy that I've just never experienced or witnessed before. I don't know. But I did always feel like it was like, it was enough to the point where I brought it up to a close friend of mine. I was like, they have a really awkward relationship with that young daughter. But whatever, it's not my business. I'm not fucking man.
Yeah, but we just we just want y'all to know we do, I do great, extravagant, detailed research. And so y'all go watch that video so y'all can see exactly where that's even coming from. But on top of that, one of my last critical questions would be, what would be your opinions on the wives, especially Scamionette, chocolate Hershey's head ass. What would be your opinion on the wives, being that they openly support a scammer? Because what I'm seeing here is you got niggas like Nature Boy being supported by a certain psychological entity that's a female. Then you got niggas like Polight that's also parasiting they people financially, and they're being supported. So I just want to know, what is your opinion as a woman towards the women in the situation?
I personally pray that like I said, it disgusts me. It really disgusts me because I thought they were a better morale and character than that. And I don't like the fact that they try to prey and attach themselves to me to continue to harm people that I love to protect and support. And I thought that was really disgusting. At that point, I just feel I no longer want to associate myself in any type of collaboration or partnership or friendship with that family. And I feel like it's really important that people know, because I'm still getting messages and emails of people that he's taking money from, and he's giving them the same okie doke. And so I was like, you know what, Pharaoh, it's time that I just sit here and be like, you guys can't do this. So for everybody that's coming in here and finally get on YouTube, this was my experience, and I can proudly and strongly suggest that nobody should be supporting this man financially in any capacity. If he's trying to sell you something, then you probably don't need to include yourself with it. There are YouTubes where he does say some really awesome things. However, we need to start asking very critical questions if we want to buy anything from that man. And I'm telling you, there's nothing that you need to buy from that man.
That's
because
right.
you're just going to end up like everybody else, trying to figure out where your coins went and why you didn't receive the services or product that you thought you were paying for.
Period. And so, I want to be able to save this live. So I'm damn sure we're going to get ready to end it so I can save it. But, I've been getting some great interviews on this live, on this Instagram live channel of mine. I'm going to hope that I continue to upgrade and, turn my Instagram and continue to build my Instagram in a great way that it is, along with yours. And so I want everybody to know that if you want to rewatch this Instagram interview, go subscribe. Tell them your YouTube real quick.
My YouTube is www.youtube.com/Ms. Ashright. That's MSASHWRIGHT. I'm probably going to go live for a little bit, or we can come back because I definitely want to answer questions. I know people have questions. So, I ain't got no problem. Right. You want to come and you want to ask a hardcore question, or you think you figured something out, you tried to put your little 2 cents together, or, from this video and that video, let's go ahead and ask it. But you can find me, once again, at youtube.com, Ms. Ashright, MSASHWRIGHT. I'll be there uploading videos in support of my family, what it looks like to be present with children. I will be talking about breastfeeding, maternal care, and child care, and that's pretty much it. And just my life in general and how to navigate and choose joy in spaces of being a single mother.
That's right. So y'all go subscribe to our YouTube if you want to rewatch this. Go subscribe to my Instagram live channel if you want to rewatch this. I'm going to charge my phone, and as long as you're not busy, we're going to definitely double back and come with the questions, not just from myself, but from the people. So, family, I'm going to end this now so I can save it, but we will be back. Miss Wright, I thank you for coming on. Of course, as I always say, we love you. We appreciate you. But, family, we're going to stop this now so I can save it. I'm going to charge up, check back in with her. But I want all y'all to run over to her live stream and get with her, and I'll be back. With that being said, I love y'all. Peace.